All right. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, anywhere you are around the world. I just want to say welcome to another session of our beginner to pro web design training with Israel Godson. And today I intentionally want to start with the screen. Now, this is our login screen. So once you open your domain, your newly installed domain, you're going to be welcomed here. And remember, for you as someone that just installed your website for the first time, you now in this case we are using uh, the mediado.com.ng. Now our admin dashboard, which we were able to access last time, is going to be the URL /wp-admin. That is what we use to log into your admin dashboard to pick up or kick off from where you left the last time. So this is what you're going to see. Now, I intentionally left this screen because I want you to look at how the screen is, because the next thing we are going to be doing is how to customize this login screen. Take out this WordPress logo and then customize our login page. So to do that, let's quickly log into our control panel, our admin panel. So I will quickly come here and access my username in case you've forgotten. So MediaDude is the username, or I can use the email address we have here. So quickly, MediaDude, then I'll put in my password. Now, one thing you know, in case you have forgotten your password, just go back to your uh, WordPress management interface using the software color. Then or you use the WordPress manager and then click on that particular website, select the user, and then you can use here to update the password. Once you've done that, you can just save. Once you save, you can easily use it. That's in case you've forgotten your password for this admin dashboard. So quickly, let us view our website. Remember the URL is the mediadude.com.ng. So while that is opening, this is our dashboard. Now remember the last time we accessed this our dashboard, I had to take out, okay, yes, this has to happen. This has to happen because I have updated my password in the WordPress manager interface. So I have to re-log in again. Good. So we've logged in. So if I should check any of these, you see they become available. But remember, I mentioned I don't have need for this. You can choose to leave them, but for me, I don't have need for them. So I close. Now, the first thing we are going to install after installing our theme. Remember, this is the theme we're using. We haven't done any customization yet. I remember this is a premium theme and I have the ability to customize the way I want it. Anyhow I want it to be, I'm going to customize. All this information, copyright, adverts, what we are going to change, all these. These are not needed for a professional website. You're going to be making reference back to the team developer. So first and first, this is the theme we are using, which is the Avast. Now remember that this Avast theme has other demos, but this is the one I decided to use. So quickly, the first thing I mentioned is we are going to using a particular plugin. That plugin is very, very important if you want your website to actually run fast, whereby the load time is faster. There are other um, integration we can use here, but let me use the basic one, which is let's go to our plugins, installed one. Let's see the ones we already have available. So these are the plugins that came with the theme. But there's one plugin which I'm going to install right now. Here I'll click on add plugin and I'm going to search it. The plugin is called W3 Total Cache. People call it cache, I don't know, but just get this name. And this is the one we are going to be using. Let it load completely. You're going to be seeing an animal as the logo. So now you can see what this plugin does. It helps for your search engine optimization. It also helps to optimize the speed of your website. You see, so for a website to take too much time to load can be frustrating at times to some visitors. So they don't need that if you don't need that. So we need to install a cache plugin. So I'm installing that and we're going to be waiting until it installs completely.
Alright, so you can see this plugin has been installed, but this wasn't actually the one I went to install. This was this was the one I needed to install, but that's not an issue though. It's not an issue. We can still use this, then customize. But please make sure you install this plugin. Any of this cache or caching plugin is very important because what it does is that it stores static version of your website so that on your user's browser, so that anytime they visit the site it loads faster. It loads faster for them, so they don't need to waste it. One, it reduces the load time, and it also helps rank your site, your website on Google. Then secondly, we're going to also install this one, which is very important. So these are the two plugins I'm going to be installing now. Other ones will come in later, but these two, one is this one that can help reduce the load time of your website, which is this caching. You can use this WT fastest cache, or you can use any of the caching, but this is the one I usually use most times. I can also install this, and then while doing that I'm going to add the second one, which is, you can see I'm not going to activate yet. Let me add the second one immediately before I leave this interface, which is what we call the brander. Now there are two types of brander majorly, but this is one we're going to be using. Please watch. The logo is what will help you identify this one. This is what we're going to be using. I'm going to install that also. Now with this brander, we can use it to customize our admin dashboard and also the login page. Now if I don't need this W to be showing here and I want my logo to be showing here, this brander can do that. On my admin, on my login page, if I want to change the image or the interface, this is what is going to help. So these two plugins are very important, especially to me, because you don't want someone visiting your website and then noticing that you are using WordPress logo. It doesn't look professional, because I mean, say for instance you have a website for a student community and what they are seeing on your login pages is a default plug what do you call it, is the default login logo. It doesn't make sense. So I'm going to be deleting this one I said I don't need, and I'm going to be activating this. So we're going to wait for that to quickly delete. Okay, then we're going to activate this. Now first thing first, I'm going to, don't know why this thing keeps popping up. I am going to customize my caching plugin here. You can see it right here. Let me zoom that in a little. So we have it right here. So I'm going to click on it and open the interface. Now watch, these are the ones I'm going to activate for now. Cache system, I'm going to do this. I'm going to minify HTML, minify CSS, combine CSS, combine JS, JavaScript, combine GCPS, and then I'm going to submit. And that's it. Those are the major setup you need to do, and automatically that will start helping your website load faster. Now if you're using the premium version, for instance, it gives you option to also be able to compress your images. So in case you upload an image that is quite high, which is not advisable, that is quite large, with the premium version of this we can compress. But there are other plugins we can use for this. There is a plugin we can actually use for image compression, but we're not going to talk about that now. So let's quickly go to our brander. This is our brander. We're going to the dashboard first and first, and then the dashboard just gives you basic information about the plugin. Sorry, so let's go to the first thing first. Let's deal with the front end, because we want to customize the login page. So we're going to activate it. You need to activate it for it to be able to customize the front end. Then it asks you what theme I'm going to use. So here, if I need something like this, I need this background. You can always change the background, or you need this. Any of these designs can work. So I'm going to be using this one here, and I'm going to continue. Please watch the steps. If you don't get any aspect of what I'm saying, please pause the video and go back again. And please share my video, like, subscribe to my channel, please. This is the only support you can give to me. Alright, so now the first thing we are going to be changing here is the logo and background, which is this. Tells us to either show or hide. So now this is the background image right there. If you decide you want to change the background image, you can do that. But the major thing here is the logo, which is here. Then I'm going to, okay, this is for the design, sorry. So I want to show the logo, to keep, then I'll upload it. So I think I'm already having my logo here, which is not yet available. So I'm going to upload it. Upload file, very easy, straightforward. Select file, and then I'll go to where I saved my logo, which is on my design folder here, the media dude. I'm going to be using any of this. Okay, so for the logo, let's use something, the official company, official color for the brand. So this is what is going to appear on the login page. Now this is not like the logo for the website, no. This is the logo that will appear on the login page. So while that is waiting to upload, upload. Okay, so here it is. I select use this image, and then it loads it automatically. It says users will get redirected to this link when they click on the logo. So in case you want, when people click on the logo, you want it to take them back to the website, you can just copy your URL and then put it right here, which is not necessary. You can put an alternative text, maybe welcome to your dashboard, anything like that. Now if you want to change the background of the image, you can just click and then select another here. Let's see if it's necessary. Okay, so let's use something like this. This could work. Okay, this could work. We use this image, and then we have to delete this one here. Then I'm going to save this. So this is the major thing we've done first, to customize our login page. Now to test that, we'll just come to our incognito version of your browser, which is the media dude, and then we're going to use /wp-admin, which is our login URL. So you can see there automatically it has worked. So we now have our own customized background, we have our logo, and then we have our login page. It's as simple as that. So you can now see why it's important to always reflect the brand. This is why you need something like that. So this brander does all that for you. It does all that for you. Now for the admin area, remember I said if you want to change this, for instance, I want to change this, we have to also activate it. You have to activate it, and then we look at it now. This advantage of this brand, that one thing also brand that does is that for people that you don't want them to have access to your dashboard, you can manage that here. A manager, but let us not go into that for now. Let's quickly look at the logo now. We don't want this logo here, so say replace. So I'm going to click that and then select my already existing logo here. And then if there are other things I want to do here, which we're not doing anything, we're just going to save and watch what happens here. You can see our logo appears automatically. Now, even though if we want to disable this WordPress information, we can do that too. All we just need to do is settings and widgets, which we're not going to be doing that for now. So you can see today we've been able to handle two very important plugins to help us customize our login and our dashboard, and also installed a cache plugin that basically what it does is that it helps us it helps the load time of our website. If you click on this now, the load time of the website becomes faster because you are using a cache or cache plugin. Now, for you to also test the speed of your website, please take this site into gtmetrics.com. Now, with the gtmetrics, you'll be able to test the speed of your website. You'll be able to test it, tell you the speed time, how many seconds, if there are some things you need to work on. Okay, let's search that. Sorry, gtmetrics. Let's search for that. Okay, it's METRIX. Sorry, gtmetrics, not matrix. Sorry about that. Okay, so we're going to put in the site's URL and then test. Now, the site doesn't have so much content, so the speed, the load time shouldn't be much. And also we already have a caching plugin or a cache plugin. So let's allow this site to completely load, and then let's see the results, what the result is going to give to us. Now, also take into cognizance that I didn't take much, I didn't do so much what do you call it, so much customization in the cache or caching plugin or cache plugin. Yes, I didn't do that because I just wanted to do the basic that will help you. Now you can see the performance shows that it is 91%. That's the speed of the website. It loads, so you can see it. So this is the percent. So if it has A or B, it is good. So this is the performance rate, which is 91%. So this is amazing. If you want to learn more about it, I can tell you things you need to reduce, you know, those kind of things with time. So, but this is a good score. Alright, so for now I'm going to pause this video here for now. Please, like I said, please support this channel by just simply sharing the channel with your friends, liking my video, commenting. Please, your comments are very, very important. It will help me know I am doing something, or I need to improve on something, or you're actually enjoying what I am doing. So quickly, so you can see we've been able to test the speed of our website, but remember one thing, that with time, the more you keep updating the website, the more you will be having you have to be customizing and then reducing the workload too. So the good thing about this cache is that you don't need to do anything after now. It works automatically once you've customized it properly. So now let us now see how we will be able to, we are going to customize this home page. This is our home page. This is our home page. Now remember that for us to get this home page, let's come to the admin area here. We have so many pages here that comes with the demo. We have so many pages. We have home, and when we have home designer, which is the home page we are using right now. Then we still have another home per se, which I'm going to open here. So this is another home also that you can use. This is another home also you can use and customize to your taste. So if you want to use this, you can use this. Now the most important thing is that this is just a demo. This is just a demo, and anyhow you want to design it is now left to you. And now the particular editor, website editor we are using on this website is called the Elementor. It's called the Elementor. So Elementor is a visual editor, it's a visual website editor that helps you customize, design your website without even writing any code. All you just need to do is a drag and drop, customize, resize. It even accepts code. You know, with time we're going to be learning how we can bring in codes like YouTube embedding codes and use in our editor. It's very easy. So first thing first, we're going to quickly customize this home page. We're going to customize this home page and see what we can come up with at the end of today. So quickly, let's click our, now this is already the home page, so we don't need to go to anywhere. This is our home page. This is the home page we are using, so we're going to click on Edit with Elementor. Now there are other editors, like I mentioned, which with time we can look into them. If there's enough time, we can look into them, or in other classes we can look into them and see what we can do with them. But Elementor has come a long way has come a long way to stay. It has been existing for a while, and it is one of the most used website editor we have. We have WP Bakery. That one is another editor which I was first using at first, but I think I started loving how Elementor works. Now, for the fact that we are using how am I going to say this? Skip. For the fact that we are using an existing template here, it means what we're only going to be doing is just to work with what has already been given to us. So, but if you want to create your own page by yourself from scratch, it means the Elementor can still save that. And I'm going to be creating some pages myself so that I'll be able to see how it works. Now, first thing first, what I want to do here right now is let's look at this header area, this area here. Now, the first thing here we can say is probably we can say welcome. Then we change the header to maybe 3 to reduce that size. That's going to accept. Then the second text here says welcome to the media dude. You can see that website. So let's see if this will work here. SITE, the media dude website. So you can see that. So I think let's see if this can also be reduced. This can reduce to H3. Let's make this H4. Let's see. Okay, so now if we really need this to be here, we can use this. If you want to use something different, we can also do that. Now quickly, I don't think I will need this. If I do, I'll need to know. Okay, so for now I'm going to take this away. Let me see what this represents. And this is a header, and the header we have here is H3, but let me make it H4. But now it's not really affecting what is here. So now this is where the work begins. This is where the work seriously begins, because this is where you can now start customizing. So what I'm going to be doing, for the sake of those of us that are actually learning or beginners to this, I'm going to take off this. Oh, serious. I'm going to delete that. This is an animated, so I can actually reduce this if you want to. Okay, I'm going to delete this too. I'm going to delete this. So going to also delete this here, and then I'm going to customize my this page how I want it to be. So first thing first is any change you're doing, make sure that you're making those changes you are updating. Now this part of this header here, you can right click on just this as this section. Don't know why this is behaving the way it is. Okay, then we do edit session. Now it asks if you want it to be boxed or full width. This is this section here, but we're leaving it at boxed. And then the width, you can make it 1000. You can see this. So the more we are increasing, let's say 2000, and see how that goes. Now height default, you can leave it this way, or we leave it to screen. So you can see any changes I'm making right now, you already seen it. That's why I said the good thing about WordPress is it has what we call WIS, but WIG. What you see is what you get. So here I'm coming to the advanced page to see if there's any changes that were done here. No, the style, this is the background image that is used. In case I want to use my own background image, or I have a particular background image I want to use, which I've not prepared so much images here, so I'm going to use this to replace that. These are just the simple things you can do, very simple. And then I'm going to add new column. Please, whatever I'm doing here, I'm not really I'm not doing anything strange. I'm just using what is available to me here on this particular theme, and I'm showing you how you can actually work with an existing design that's already there. So here I can change things about me here. This lorem ipsum, whatever, I can just change it and maybe have a fast write up. My name is Godson Israel. I am a pro. Now sometimes it's good for you to make sure that you already have these informations available, so you can just copy and paste. Yes, you can just do your copy and paste just the way you need to do it. So you can decide that you want to add an image. So I'm going to really take time on showing us how we are going to be building this kind of homepage from scratch, because I think a lot of us need that from scratch. But majorly you can see that with your Elementor you can actually do a lot of things with an existing template. So here I'm going to publish this, and to quickly view, just use this eye preview change here, and voila, we now have this header here. Now there's nothing much about it. Now if you want to view how it will look like in mobile version, please, it's very important. You can use this. It shows you this is a tab view. Then you can use this for smaller mobiles. Now this shows that this site is very responsive, because you can see the way it fits in to your mobile device. This is how it will look in the mobile phone, so you can see that it is responsive. So these are the things you should look out for when choosing your theme. Make sure that your theme is responsive. So as you collapse, that is one of the good things about Elementor. Elementor shows you the different versions of how the site will look like in a tablet, and on a desktop view, and also on a mobile view. This is the unique thing about Elementor. So for today, thank you very much. Please, like I mentioned, please like, subscribe, share my video, drop in your comment, and I will definitely give you feedback. Thank you very much.